In this video, I'll show you how to use Supabase instead of Lovable Cloud, or connect your Lovable project to Supabase to store your data in the backend. If you haven't signed up for Lovable yet, you can use the link in the description to get 25 credits absolutely free. As you might know, whenever you create a project on Lovable, it uses Lovable Cloud by default to store all your data. Earlier, we had an option to choose Supabase, but since Lovable introduced Lovable Cloud, they've been using it as the default option. There's no obvious way to choose Supabase anymore. However, there are a few steps you can follow to use Supabase instead. Before connecting, you need to make sure you're logged in to your Supabase account. Once you're on your Lovable dashboard, click on your profile icon in the top left corner, then go to Settings. You'll see the Connectors option, click on it. Now click on Browse Connectors and you'll see the Supabase option with a Setup button next to it. Click on it and you'll see the Connect Supabase option. Click on it. It will ask for a few permissions. Simply scroll down and select your organization. In my case, I only have one. Then click Authorize Lovable and you'll see all the permissions you're granting to Supabase. It will take a moment to connect. Wait briefly and within seconds, the connection is successful. A Supabase organization has been linked to your workspace. You can select a project to finish the setup. That's how you connect your Supabase account to Lovable. Once connected, you'll notice there's still no option to link it to your project yet. Now, to use Supabase while creating your project, go to your dashboard and enter a prompt. I'm creating a simple to-do list app. After entering the prompt and pressing enter, it takes us to chat mode and asks a few questions. Let's answer them quickly. I'll select the first color scheme, choose Simple List for task organization, then click Submit. It will start generating a plan for our app. Here's the plan, and as you can see, it has automatically selected Lovable Cloud as the backend setup. To change it to Supabase, click Implement this plan. As soon as it starts implementing, it will ask us to enable Lovable Cloud. Since we want to use Supabase instead, click the dropdown and decline this request. Since we declined permission for Lovable Cloud, it says it will build the app using local storage for persistence, meaning data stored in the browser on a single device with no real authentication. Select Use Local Storage and click Submit. Wait until the app gets generated. Our project is ready. Since we don't have a backend connected, we need to link it to Supabase. Click the cloud icon and you'll see an option to enable Lovable Cloud. Since we don't want that, look at the bottom for a small option saying Already have a Supabase project, connect it here. Click on it. If you don't find this option due to updates, there's another way. Click the drop-down next to your project name, go to Settings, then Connectors. Since we already connected Supabase to Lovable, click on it. Now that we haven't chosen Lovable Cloud as our default storage, we have the option to connect our project. Click Connect Project, select your organization, then choose an existing project or create a new one. I'll select Demo 563. Within seconds, our project is connected to Supabase. Now we need to implement everything in Supabase. Go back and enter a prompt like sync and add all the necessary table structures for Supabase and a login page as well. Lovable will start creating all the necessary data structures. When it asks if you want to store additional user profile data beyond basic authentication, select Yes and click Submit. When it asks to make changes to your Supabase database, click Allow and wait for changes to apply. Finally, all changes have been applied. It also suggests disabling Confirm Email in your Supabase authorization settings to speed up testing. Click on it, go to Sign-in Providers, turn off Confirm Email, and save changes. Now let's test it. I'll enter a random email and password, then sign up with a name like John Doe. Our account is created. Let's add a task, Video Edit, with a due date, high priority, and a category. Click Add Task, and our task appears. To verify data is stored in Supabase, click the cloud icon. As you can see, instead of cloud, it now shows Supabase. Clicking Manage Users takes us to Supabase's backend where we can see all users who logged into our app. Our sign-up email and name appear here, confirming the backend is working and data is saved. This is how you connect Lovable to Supabase instead of using Lovable Cloud. If you've already created a project using Lovable Cloud and want to migrate your data to Supabase, or if you want to know how to get more credits on Lovable, click on the videos appearing on your screen.